Evil is evil, Struggle. Lesser, greater, middling. It's all the same. I'm not judging you. I haven't only done good in my life either. But now, if I have to choose between one evil and another, then I prefer not to choose at all.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, and well, what a tangled web we weave when at first we practice to deceive. You may have seen a very spicy Henry Cavill hit piece, I guess you would call it, floating around the internet that was very specific, mentioning he was addicted to video games and all this other kind of stuff, that all the women around him didn't want to work with him, and that he was toxic, and that it was, he was the worst human being on the planet. What if I told you that they were lying? That they were liars, pants on fires, and they have admitted it. That's certainly how it looks, and we're going to get into that after a quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2022 going on 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel so long, they've rolled out a massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free, 84% off. Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. Now, to give you a brief summary, Henry Cavill smear campaign claims actor was removed from The Witcher because female Netflix staff found his pushes for source material accuracy to be disrespectful and toxic. The accusations regarding Cavill's professionalism were first whispered on the December 15th episode of the Do You, a celebrity gossip podcast hosted by the anonymous founder of an entertainment whisper website, Du Moi. I don't know if I'm saying that stuff right or not. As she closed out the episode, following a general conversation with her guest, Jerry O'Connell, the show's anonymous host proceeded to read out a message she'd received from a source who purported to know, quote, what really went down between the streaming giant and the fan favorite actor, Henry Cavill. Quote, at the beginning of the show, wrote the source, as relayed by the host and later transcribed by now deleted Twitter account, and there's more coming with that. Henry was good to work with. A lot of unusual demands, but that made people feel like, he wasn't a team player. But that's not unusual for a big star. Though in TV, it usually doesn't happen until the second season. But they then noted in season 2 and 3, something shifted, and he became impossible for women to work with. None of them, apparently all the men on the show didn't have any problem with him. I don't know. Which was always a big problem, but even worse here. So he's always been a big problem with women, apparently, according to this person with inside knowledge. But even worse here, because the showrunner is also a woman. He would have tried to overrule her and try to get changes made last minute across the board without her knowledge, said the individual. Which, if you know anything about showrunning, is completely effed. The showrunner has to sign off on every minuscule detail down to the buttons on a costume. Continuing to paint Cavill as a rampant misogynist, the source added female writers and the directors were suddenly completely ignored on set, unable to do their jobs. Every department was complaining. They accused he started making comments. It wasn't a spicy bedroom thing. He wasn't grabbing anyone or being lewd, but it was disrespectful and toxic all the time. Of course. Further attempting to sell this unflattering portrait of Cavill, the source then went on for the laziest and most disingenuous media attacks and attempted to blame the actor's supposed new attitude on the fact that he was deeply addicted to video games. And to the point, it was like working with any other addict. He was distracted, he was late, he was obsessive. They started making a reference to the actor's noted love of CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3. A lot of people think the misogyny came from the gamer world. Who are a lot of the people? Video game bro language is not how you talk to coworkers, and he wouldn't stop. I'm not exactly sure what video game bro language is. Was he saying stuff like no cap? For real, for real? Was he referring to food as bussin'? I don't understand. Playing up on the pearl clutching act too much to be taken seriously, the source then fearmongered. Someone on the show compared to watching someone get brainwashed by the Q. Not the quartering, of course. His whole personality shifted, the source said. Eventually his disrespect escalated. Nice. Of course, giving a list of examples as to Cavill's disrespectful behavior, the source detailed he would rewrite scenes without even alerting other actors. I mean, that doesn't even seem reasonable, because how would they know what to say? You know? I mean, the idea of rewriting scenes on the fly without telling the other actors doesn't seem like it would ever really work. He decided he didn't want any romantic scenes at all. No kissing, no shirtless scenes. So, if a woman said this, it would be stunning and brave, right? It would be empowering. I mean, he formed a weird alliance with one writer who was also a gamer. Why would that even be weird? If that was true, they clearly have this in common, right? And then after that writer left, Henry did anything he could to hold up production and cause problems. Again, no examples. However, the Anonymous Insider has gained the supporter, one supporter and YouTuber, Jeremy The Quartering, who on December 17th took to his personal Twitter account to declare, you may not want to hear this. Well, I mean, some of what I heard was true. I heard that he was very strongly pushing towards wanting some stuff done a certain way, and it had come to an impasse on the scene, on the set. I didn't say I didn't support wanting the content to be more source material related, but I was just saying part of what they said is correct. Everyone jumped on me like I was saying Henry Cavill was an evil gamer or something like that. But no, some of what was in this letter was correct. But it did become, there was animosity on set between him and other people on the set. That I knew to be true. That's all I was saying. Of course, Bounding Out Comics frames it as though I buy the whole story. Thanks a lot. Who wrote this? Spencer. But looks like someone got sued. This is the person that originally leaked it. Legal disclaimer. I regret sharing a transcript with these allegations. These allegations towards Henry Cavill have not been independently confirmed and therefore should not be considered to be reliable or true. I did not mean harm in sharing, nor did I intend for any slander to occur. This is clearly written by a lawyer. I apologize for all the upheaval this has caused, and I never intended it for this to get blown out of proportion. Yes, you did. My apologies for sharing this alleged and unverified information. Once more, none of the rumors mentioned should be considered as true. The story did not originate from me, nor did I fabricate it in an attempt to hurt or slander. This is the source from which it was transcribed, which should not be considered verified information. None of the content is independently verified. A lawyer clearly wrote this, right? Like a lawyer clearly wrote this. Or it looks like maybe Henry Cavill's lawyer got involved and linked to the Spotify. They're trying to like extricate themselves. Not a good move. You got to be careful with this kind of stuff. You can't present this kind of stuff as true and factual. You got to be careful. Can't be out there saying things as facts. You know, but like I said, I heard that I have been hearing that there was a lot of turmoil on set, in particular with the source material and the way the show was going, and basically who had, you know, how the show was being focused. I did not hear anything about the Q or him being addicted to video games or him being disrespectful. That all seemed completely out of left field, especially since nobody's ever really said that about Henry. I do believe something weird is going on, though. Leaving The Witcher, getting cut out of Superman. Maybe it's all coincidence. Because, I mean, he did get another gig right away with the Warhammer. So it's not like he's untouchable, or not that there's like this secret move against him. Just really weird timing. No, and I almost forgot. It's Christmas time.
But as long as you love me so, let it snow.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. We've got Skyrim advent calendar. It's been kind of up and down, to be honest with you. But some of the things have been pretty cool. Let's start with the 20th. See, like, this sucks. A recipe card. I get that it's kind of cool because it's like, you know, don't let anyone steal your sweet roll ever again. Like, it's like Skyrim themed, you know? But I kind of want all trinkets. Is that too crazy? Let's find the 19th. I had actually taken a few days off because, you know, news was so crazy. Here's the 19th. More ornaments. These are okay. There's two other ones of these in here. Those are okay. You throw them up on your tree. Should have put them maybe a little earlier in the month. 18th. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. The 18th. This is cool. That's a cool keychain. Like, this alone, you could give as a small gift to somebody who you know really likes Skyrim. So that's cool. There you go. 18th is pretty good. The 17th, I think, is the other one I missed. Is this buttons? Feels like buttons. Same thing here, too. Oh, maybe just one button. A Skyrim button. Again, that's pretty cool. So this little batch was pretty cool. At the 16th, I want to make sure. I think I got. Oh, I didn't open the 16th. Oh, this little guy. Okay, let's see what we got. Another button. The hardest button to button. There's another Skyrim button. These are cool. You throw them on your jacket. It's like a little, a nod. People know, you're down for the cause. Merry Christmas.